got to be that right.
Hello everyone! And welcome to the LSB Social Talks!
What the Ritz biscuits?
Excitement. Today we have a broken glass and an H8 here because people are doing Please do not throw glass to our prize guests. Tonight we have Anne, Simon and Oscar, which are going to give a talk on the space adventures of Patrol Orion.
Can you see anything?
Well, enjoy practice.
We practiced at lunchtime.
Rampa trail.
Yeah, Rampa trail.
Which one is that? Try one.
Rampa trail Orion.
Perfect.
Off you go.
Oh wait, hang on, no, it's too late.
So yeah,
It's late, it's late.
we're going to introduce you to Rampa Orion, which we consider the world's best sci-fi series. At the end of the talk, we can have a discussion, an educated discussion on your part, whether that actually holds true. So, we begin this whole thing by just watching the first bit of one of the adventures. There's at least English subtitles. I think most of you don't understand German that well. But you can read the subtitles to know what's going on. And let's see if the sound actually works. That's usually one of the songs what to say.
Oh, that's like a plastic, like a silver plastic.
Orion. I'm expecting some labour boys or something.
That's so racist.
Oh yeah.
A meatball. Space meatball.
See it for doing something suspicious. Suspicious.
An oberster Raumbehörde, Sektion 12, Abteilung Astrotechnik über Jupiter aus und EAS 3. Um eine Behauptung zu erhalten, dass eine Landung auf Rhea möglich ist, setze ich in wenigen Augenblicken auf Rhea an.
Es gibt nur die Menschheit und ihre Kolonien im Weltall. Man siedelt auf fremden Sternen. Der Meeresboden ist also unkaum erschlossen. Besatzung bei ihrem Patrouillendienst am
Is she okay?
There you go.
Very
This
good,
is
very
just the thrilling beginning
Very
of
good.
one of the space adventures, and you can already tell the suspense and craziness of this series. Let's quickly just go through the characters, the main characters that we've seen. So there's Hasso Sigbjörnsson. He's the main engine guy, essentially. And we have Mario De Monti. He is he's, I think, responsible for communications. Then we actually he's responsible for the weapons and stuff. Atan Shubashi, he's responsible for communications and navigation, which he calls himself an astrogator, which I think is a mix from navigator and astrology. He's a space navigator, astrogator. Helga Legrell is the main responsible for contacting between Earth back and forth. Then the one with the stern face you just saw is Tamara Jagilovs. She's the security officer, and she's on board for specific reasons, which I will come to in a bit. And lastly, we have Cliff Alistair McLean, the commander of the spaceship. All of them together make up the crew of the Orion, and you can already tell it's a very international cast, at least for European standards, in 1966. At least their names sound very diverse. But essentially, they go on big adventures, and I think Anne will give us a quick rundown of what the plot might look like.
Yeah, so you've just seen that the crew landed on a planet, but they disobeyed orders. So therefore, they have to take part in the space patrol rather than exploring from now on. And for that, they get the security officer Tamara on board. She has to make sure they obey every order from now on and don't do risky maneuvers anymore. And yeah, once they join the space patrol, there is an invasion of the frogs, so therefore the image of Kermit was perfect. Standing for feindliche Raumverbände ohne galaktische Seriennummer. So can you imagine? It's not aliens, it's aliens without a serial number. They can't be identified, okay? That's
Terrifying.
So there's trouble with the frogs, including a supernova, and so the Orion has to defend Earth in their adventures from now on.
Let's talk about what crazy technology exists in the not so distant future. They have robots, and if you compare these to Daleks, they are fucking scary. They can fly, and as you will see in a second, they can crush chairs with their bare hands. Which I think is much more scary than any Dalek could ever be. Unless, of course, you grab your hand in and you just flip the kill switch. That's pretty easy. So, besides crazy robots, they also have yes, at that point the presentation crashed as expected. So just
abilities to hack into computers.
yes, they are. I mean, that's been the problem because we've got so many videos. It just crashes. Again?
What year did it air?
It's from 1966, it was produced in 1965, so same year as Star Trek.
Which came first?
I think Star Trek aired first, but they had more than a year post-production. So I think
Sorry,
they
I'm in the room, just eating all the biscuits.
So another.
No, they're not mine. I found them.
Another crazy technology they It's called Overkill, where they literally blow up a planet, destroying it to the core. As you can see here, that's just the weapons test. They use that in the whole series just a bit. But essentially, yeah, you might wonder how was this amazing video footage created. They didn't actually blow up a real planet and record it.
No, you saw just raisins, rice, coffee powder and flour fly through the air. They just let explode. Yeah, filmed with high-speed cameras.
And speaking about how it was made, from the introduction you might have remembered the cockpit. Can you tell me how many stationary items and stuff you can recognize in this whole video tape? Just shout out what you recognize. That's maybe not from the so distant future.
Chair.
Right, chair. Yeah, they're actually design chairs. I mean, there's one big one coming up. I hope you recognize what this is.
An iron one.
Telephone.
Oh yeah, is that an iron?
Iron, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this crazy thing here, that's the electronic brain, a computer essentially.
So maybe you might have seen it. There's yogurt cups.
I'll go through it again. You can see at the ceiling some plastic cups with lamps in it. Then this here is how taps look in Germany, right? You can recognize a tap. And also the big bulby ones, which is where the water comes out from. The thing just at the bottom here, you can use for sharpening pencils if you turn it. And I mean this one, it's iron, which is actually the most important integral part of technology. It's where all the power runs through. Very powerful iron. Yeah. And this whole set was super intense. So they had like this I think a 60-kilogram metal cylinder turn over above the set, which was used to turn on and off the lights, which were in the separate plastic cups. And very advanced how it was made. Speaking of how it was made.
Yeah, there is another really impressive scene. So this was filmed on 13 different layers actually, and it's before the time of computers. So they had to get all of them together and then had something like an optical printer to get one film out of it. So the big square you can see is actually in Munich, and then you have like a layer with the woman in the foreground, and then the spaceship is I think 2 or 3 different layers, and they had to like copy all of them together, which is quite an impressive thing.
And yeah, they use blue screen, that's why she's in the foreground, but they use an analog version of blue screen where you actually copy the films together and you just take out the one channel and project it onto another channel. And as you can see in a bit, they even managed to do animations that are meaningful, which is pretty impressive for that time.
So that's why the post-production took a whole year. And the whole thing cost so much, they only produced 7 episodes.
Just a shame.
And there's another technique involved here. This was actually filmed upside down. The spaceship is only a 2D image on a glass plate. And the bubbles coming from fizzy tablets. And then the water swirl was filmed at the University of Applied Sciences in Munich as well. So they used the physics or engineering department there to film that and slowed it down.
Another crazy thing which we already saw before is the supernova, which is also very impressive effect. For this they had a burning material strapped onto both a strip which was laid out flat as well as a ball, and they recorded it quite smart. As you see, I actually rice balls flung at the film while it was being recorded with another thing, and they did all sorts of crazy stuff, grinding sand on the film. They scratch the film with knives and all of that just to create these crazy CGI effects. But the most distinct thing is...
Yeah, that is, I think, the most crazy, weird thing of the whole. And the dances, they imagine the calypso, which is a social dance, which you can see in the background.
Just focus on the background.
Very weird moves. So yeah, imagine like the dancing like this in 100 years.
First busting out that moves.
No, we're not ready.
Yes, I think we're not ready for this.
55 like this would have worked during COVID.
You haven't even seen the best part yet. Wait for it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wanted more.
Where do we go from this? So now that we've all convinced you that this series is super exciting, where can you take your fandom next? First of all, go ahead. There's actually the Grand Patrouille Orion on YouTube with English subtitles, all 7 episodes. So maybe not nothing for now, but maybe something for a drumming night. At this point, it's stuck again. The second thing you could do is go to Thingiverse and 3D print all sorts of crazy things. You can see you could print your own robot. This is a communication device on your arm. These are actually the tiny space landers they use to fly around, which are called Lancets. This is the underwater space station, and this is the laser weapons they deploy in the series. If you're not into 3D printing, you could also go ahead and get some paper models, print that out, put that on your board if you like. And the most nerdy thing of all, you could actually play the RPG kind of paper game. Probably it's only in German. I'm sorry, but I really want to have a look at that. That's just insane. And to finish everything off, it's time for us to dance together the Calypso. Some music, and we'll show you a few moves, and then we can do a weird thing together because the physics guys are off forever. So,
Why is it funny? It's just how we say alone. Is it Matrix season?
So
Luke, it's your birthday. Come on, learn the Calypso. Learn the Calypso, Luke.
Clockwise.
Clockwise? Where's clockwise?
Whoa! Okay, this is
That way,
quite
that way, that way.
I need to maintain visuals. Watch out for the baby.
At that point, stop, and then just turn with tiny steps. And the other way around.
Then what?
Yeah, we walk in one direction and do the arm shuffle bit. So, one step, stop, shuffle, and one step, stop, shuffle, shuffle, and then turn again. Take the arms up and lift those butt cheeks. And turn around. And the other way.
And then bow.
And then do the wobbly.
I know this one.
Now we can take off our clothes.
I've never seen him more upset.
You should never see these.
I'll put it on again.
Oh, very nice.
Poor kid, I think we scarred him for life.
When I was a kid,